fix this. Hold on. I didn't fix it before I started. My fault. Okay, I think it's fine like that, maybe. Possibly. Okay, but today we are going to be watching body cam footage. So, hello, good morning. How are you doing? I think I'm doing pretty good. Later today, I'm going to the movies. So that's gonna be fun. Gonna watch the Thunderbolts, right? I think that's what it is, like the Marvel Suicide Squad, right? Um, so today we're gonna be watching body cam footage. Right now we're going to be. Um, Later on, um, I don't know what's gonna happen later on. But yeah, for now we're watching body cam footage and we're gonna start off with this video and probably go to the video that's behind me right here. Well, you guys can't see the mouse, but it's behind me. It's right there. Um so so yeah, that video right there, right above my head. Okay. So, um yeah, let's just get into the video.
You. All you.
So I'm telling the truth, bro. I ain't do to you. You over here beating my ass for nothing, bro. And then I told him I ain't want to be there no more. I said I want to just go to foster care. I want to just go.
Is that your daughter?
Yes.
Okay, I guess she went to school and said you have a baby in a box.
Wait, what?
Not every. However, the woman seemed desperate enough for help that they obliged.
Stop banging on my damn.
Where is my child?
Hey, y'all.
Can you tell us what's
Hey,
going on?
hey!
Stop!
Be
You see what I'm saying, bro? That's why. That's exactly why he's up here. That's exactly why she's up here.
And that's not.
That's exactly why he's up here. Exactly
And
why.
then,
Thank you. I told you, go your downstairs, get you some sleep, and sleep that joint shit off. You doing this in front of your kids.
and then, okay.
No, and then okay,
when
you
I'm
going
at
to
Sephora,
Right now you're being detained for trespass.
be changed for in my own building. Okay.
I need to go put her in a jail.
We have
No idea what's going
I
on.
got her kid.
Yeah, and then, no, you are lying. Bring
Send us
my
another
child. And then, okay,
We'll get the story once we get her.
and then
So
let's
she's got
go.
her daughter is coming too in a couple more minutes from school. So I was gonna bring her up here too.
We'll get the story in a second. I truly
fine.
have really no idea what's
Do you
going
want
on.
to?
Okay.
The intoxicated woman continued ranting and falsely claiming that she was recording the scene to try and intimidate the officers. However, they ignored her since she had already committed a crime of trespassing. Next, the officers turned their attention in trying to piece together the situation.
You claim you were out. And you
Secured in the police car. They didn't go into it thinking it would be a hard feat, but they were wrong.
no,
Protests aren't gonna do it.
Can you stand up for us?
no, get
We're gonna have to put you in the car if you don't want to put yourself in the car, miss.
no.
All right.
It was quite impressive how clear she was about not wanting to go to jail while intoxicated. Now that she had been secured in the car, some officers stayed on the street with her while the others went back upstairs to get some context from the man who gave her son a safe.
My son, they hang out and stuff like that. So
what's your relation with her?
nothing. She's
Okay,
my
she's
neighbor.
neighbors?
Yeah, I just know them since he
then-
was a baby. Since he wasn't even walking.
So he's friends with your son?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's friends with my son.
Can I see him?
Yeah, come on.
How's it going, bud? So what happened today, man?
She was already drunk. She started talking to me about some stuff that happened at the library. Me and my sister, like, cause it was some kids at the library cursing, so me and my sister went upstairs to like from the team room to the kids room, and we was playing ABCR. And so she got mad like about something. I don't know.
Your mom got mad?
And I don't know.
So you just came home from school, noticed that she was drunk, went to the library with your sister.
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, that was
She
yesterday?
was talking about stuff that happened yesterday, and so when I tried to go in my room and just like block it all out.
Okay, was there something going on in the library that she was upset about?
I don't really know, like, cause she says my sister, like, I had told my sister to lie about something, but I didn't tell her to lie about nothing.
From the child's body language, it was obvious to the officers that this had been going on for a while. He explained that his mother had failed a sobriety challenge the night before, and when he got home, she had become enraged. Her anger carried over to the following day when John, the neighbor, came over and gave the boy solace.
I can keep him until whenever y'all can get her back. That'll be good and good.
What she get charged with? So, I mean, are you gonna press charges
Yeah,
for her?
no, she's just drunk.
Okay, so she's just detained right now. Okay. She was just trying to rush through the door. She's obviously not allowed in here.
Breaking news. Do not buy new windows if you live in Massachusetts. Homeowners living in Massachusetts, zip codes starting with 01.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So, okay.
She's just trying to hurry up and get my hair done so I can go because she's really mad.
About the whole situation now?
No.
She's just upset about the
all
whole
this
situation.
is chaotic. No,
Okay.
I just want that.
Okay, so obviously she's not under arrest right now. And you don't want to press charges.
But she needs to
her
go to the
situation-
fish tank. Y'all need to put her somewhere so she can sleep that because if she comes back, guess what? Because they ain't gonna call the police if she strikes them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, bro,
We don't have a fish tank like that.
y'all need to keep her for a while because all she's gonna do is start back more chaos and more mayhem.
So, like, how you do things now, like, the legal aspect, so you don't want to press charges for the criminal trespass.
No.
So, we really don't have anything.
Man, I'm not trying to do that, but bro, she can't be in the same, they can't be with her right now. That's all I'm saying.
John explained that the boy had previously been taken from his mother by the Department of Children and Family Services for the same issues. He had only been back in his mother's custody for about 4 months at this point and didn't believe she was fit to care for him in her state.
I want to go on number 4. I don't even know who you're talking to.
Bianca. Now you allowed a child to go.
I didn't allow anybody to do anything. Okay, this way, please.
No, please.
Okay?
Don't touch him. I'm not. But now it is going down.
Sit down on the bench and stay there.
Bianca, and I'm telling you, it is going
You don't even know who you're talking to.
Watch your fingers, watch your fingers, watch your fingers.
Stop. We won't put you on the ground. Stop.
Sit down.
Before.
Grab Brandy one more time. One more time.
All right.
I saw it. Please do not
Go
let
sit down. Sit down.
Stop. He done it again. Stop. He done it again. Knock it off. Please stop.
We're gonna go check on him. You stay right there.
The woman was charged with resisting arrest, trespassing, and assaulting a peace officer. It's unclear what happened to her children, although it's very likely that they were taken again by DCFS. On April 29, 2023, officers were dispatched to a residence following a report of an altercation over money. Apparently, a mother had punched her son in the face, leaving him with a black eye.
Hey, brother. Hey, come on, brother. We ain't playing that. Nah. Come here. Get back in the car. So, right here.
Mom, this is. She left with her dad.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out.
Let me talk. Don't try this nonsense with me. Brother, are you with this car?
No, I was just
You was near.
We live here.
Okay, you live here.
Right.
So what do you... Let me talk. I'm not talking to you.
So.
Do you have a pickup order?
No.
What are you doing here?
I came out because. And Mom had altercation of the black guy.
Okay.
Mom hit him, but Mom said he hit her first.
Okay.
Mom doesn't have any marks on her face or marks, but I did take a picture of his eye, and it's a cut, and it's black.
Okay.
That's
where was this reported to?
DCF.
Okay.
Someone called in a DCF report.
Okay.
And so I'm responding to the call.
Okay.
And I came out, got what happened, and so then things got out of hand, and then I called you guys.
Okay.
The caseworker from the Department of Children and Family Services explained who everyone was. The officer then instructed everyone who was not involved in the situation or related to the family to leave the area so he could conduct the investigation. Then he was introduced to the mother, who allegedly punched her son.
Have any rights of mine you wish to talk to me now?
234. I don't know what to do.
It's yes or no.
What do I do, Mom? What are you asking
Shit,
me for?
stop.
I didn't even hear
Yes
the
or no? What's up with the black eye? Obviously, it's well known it's fresh.
He was shoving and pushing me the other day. And he grabbed me by my throat and took me down the hallway and over the edge of the couch, and he punched me in the face. And I just reacted and punched him back, and that was it. And he left.
Let's pump the brakes real quick. He punched you in the face and you have no visibly marks.
No, listen, it was a little puffed up here, a little bit swollen. I put ice on it, the swelling went down. I didn't take any pictures of anything because I didn't think it was going to come down to anything.
When did this occur?
Not last night, but the night before.
And you didn't call law enforcement when your son punched you in the face?
No, because I didn't want him getting in trouble. And then he just left. He had friends or something at the end of the driveway. They didn't come up. And he went and got in the car with them and left. And so I just left it alone. I called my husband, told him what happened.
Did anybody observe this physical altercation?
No, because it was just me and him that were at home. Everybody else
Do
was
me a
at work.
favor. Crisscross applesauce on this folder. You're not free to leave, okay?
Next, the officer spoke with the victim. He explained he had been picked up from work while his mother was drunk, and she dropped him off on the highway. He got a ride home from his friend when his mother said he had no right to enter her home, but he needed to pack a bag to leave.
Okay. What happened the other day with your mom and the physical altercation that took place in the house? Get your hands out of your pocket and talk to me.
I got to the road. My room's down the hallway. I ran through the road, got to my room, I shut the door. She runs down the hallway and kicks my door, and mom was trying to pack myself. I'm in there getting a bag with some clothes. I'm stuffing it in the bag. She takes my door in, and I turn around. She's like, walking into my room. I have a desk by my. I have a video. I can show you what my room looked like on my phone after I explained this to you. But I have.
She kicked the door down. She made entry to your room right next to your desk. Keep going.
Yep, the desk was right next to my door. I have a basket and I have a box.
The caseworker again. He decided to approach the mother of the injured boy. He wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt and a chance to tell the truth, but she blew her shot.
Ma'am, go ahead and step up for me, please. Okay. Let me ask you one question. You said you were attacked by your son, correct? Where at in the house?
We were by his bedroom door, and he was shoving me and pushing me, and then, like I said, he grabbed me by the throat and took me all the way down the hallway, and I went over the arm of the couch.
What day was this?
It was Thursday night.
Okay. Okay. Is that the story you want to stick with?
Yes, because it's the
Go ahead and
truth.
turn around. You got anything on your person that's going to stab or poke me?
No.
Okay, you're being placed under arrest, okay? You understand that?
Yeah.
You want to, you want to have to take another pump of your inhaler?
Take another pump.
You're gonna have to be really careful with her. She's got she's got
That's cool.
major. She got in her throat.
We have medics at the jail. Everything's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, put your hands
I
behind
was
your
born
back.
and raised in this county. I know.
Okay. Are you mom or her biological mom?
He is my
Stepdad?
grandson.
Where's his biological dad at?
We don't know.
We don't know, okay.
He's never been involved, never been around.
Obviously, let me go ahead and place, due to the situation why I'm here, which is kind of awkward because usually we respond with DCF in most cases. This is a case that this should have never got this far.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm going
Take a
to
walk
say
with me, okay?
I was a guardian ad litem for many years.
Young man, come stand with DCF for me, okay?
After securing the abusive woman in the back of the squad car, the officer again spoke with the DCF worker about the details of the case. It was reported as household violence and substance abuse. Next, the officer spoke with the victim once more to clarify some details.
What item struck you in the bedroom?
A fan and a basket, a wicker basket.
Wicker basket full of clothes?
Not just random, items and toys I got when I was a kid.
Okay. And why do you think she done this to you?
She was drunk. Items and toys I got in a basket.
Wicker basket.
A fan and a basket, a wicker basket.
Wicker basket full of clothes?
Not just random, items and toys I got when I was a kid.
Okay. And why do you think she done this to you?
Clarify some details.
What item struck you in the bedroom?
A fan and she was drunk.
She was drunk, okay. And you believe is that the normal way she disciplines you when she's drunk or impaired or something of that nature?
When she's drunk, she screams. When she's drunk, she starts arguing. When she's drunk, she's been my mom my entire life. It's been like that my entire life.
When she struck you in your face, what happened after that?
After she struck me in the face, I didn't let her touch me again. I grabbed her by her forearms, and when she struck me, I was in my doorway. After she struck me in the face, I was like, I'm leaving. I would rather not have any of my stuff than stay here and deal with it.
Next time, call 911, okay? And this happened Thursday night?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, she picked you up from...
Listen.
She drove down the road. Y'all got into a verbal dispute around 92nd Loop. She kicked you out of the car. You walked the Circle K. You had a friend come get you. You responded back to the house. She was sitting in her car waiting for you. You attempted to go inside to get belongings, which the door was locked. She unlocked the door for you.
No, I grabbed the key and unlocked the door.
You grabbed the key, unlocked the door, ran to your bedroom, tried to grab some items. That's when you closed the door, locked the door. She kicked the door open.
My door doesn't have a lock. It's not the first time she's kicked it, and it's been broken.
According to the rest of the family, the mother had called everyone claiming that the altercation turned physical and that she hit her son out of self-defense. However, giving a child a black eye is not something someone does out of self-defense. Since custody had to be given to a biological relative, they informed the grandmother that she would take the boy.
According to DCF, DCF is going to be, you'll be taking possession of the kid. She's going to jail for, and hopefully she gets some help after the fact. Obviously, there's a black eye. That's not normal discipline when someone's impaired. I mean, that's something you can't overlook. No. I can't overlook.
No,
I'm sure nobody else wants to overlook either. It'd be a little different if he's actually hurting mom and she has to defend herself, which was her story, which doesn't coincide with everything that's taking place. So she will be charged with. She needs to learn that she cannot do this to your son.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all have a good day. I'm sorry that it transpired like this.
No, that's fine. I kind of figured it was coming because the thing is this, out of the two of them, they are the most alike.
Yep.
And they have the same exact temper.
Thank you.
So.
All right. Well, thank you so much, okay?
The woman maintained her story of self-defense until she arrived at the jail. Still, she was charged with cruelty toward a child, abuse without great bodily harm.
Create a voiceover using your own voice. Customize with AI to fit any story. And connect with your audience at scale.
On July 18, 2021, officers were dispatched to a Florida residence. Someone reported a mother who had allegedly started physically abusing her children.
Yes. What's up?
The girls, can my kids go in the truck if they're leaving? I don't need them to be involved in anything extra.
How about you step back here with me and talk to me?
I'm gonna go this way. Can we go this way?
Yeah.
They can stand under the porch out of this door.
Right,
Yes, sir. Thank you. My kids go in the truck. Is that okay?
Let's talk over
They're
here.
12 years old.
We'll deal with that in a second. Let's talk over here. Let's go over there.
I called you.
Okay, so what's going on?
Today is my daughter's birthday.
Okay.
She's turning 13.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why this is a problem, but like, apparently when you turn 13, you're entitled. I don't know.
What?
My dad is my house. I have full custody. I have raised these girls by myself for the last 4 years.
Okay, so what's the issue with him coming to get him?
He's controlling.
So you don't want him to come get him now?
This is his house, though.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do.
He said he's going to take them out for their birthday? For her birthday?
No.
He is or he isn't?
No, he's not taking them out for their birthday. He wants to get this resolved so he can go to the bar.
It was obvious to the officer that the woman was intoxicated from the way she was slurring her words and being irrationally upset. She was mad about her father taking her children out, most likely to get them away from her while she was intoxicated. However, since it was her father's house, there wasn't much the officer could do.
What's wrong with him just taking them out for a little bit?
He doesn't do this. He didn't do this when I was a kid either.
Well, this is them. This isn't you. Maybe he just wants to...
So the grandfather wants it to be better for the grandchild?
Hey, it's possible. Do you have an issue with him taking them out?
Yeah, because he hasn't been here to be a grandfather in like 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't trust him with my kids.
So it's a yes or no?
I don't trust him.
I mean, what happened? Just talk a little lower, that way she won't hear you. Cause
this afternoon, our mom was drunk and she wasn't really paying attention, and that's been for a couple of days. So we decided to go to our grandpa's for like a couple hours, and then we came back, and our mom got mad at us. And she said that she was kicking us out, and she ripped Jada's LED lights, and she chipped Jada. And this morning she was also hitting me, and she hit me this afternoon too. So we called our grandpa, and then she locked the doors, and we were over there. She isn't letting us grab any of our things.
The grandfather explained that the kids had been so desperate that they walked to his house, where they stayed for around 4 hours before returning home. They were afraid their mother was going to steal their packages in her inebriated state and that they wouldn't get them back.
so what happened when you got back over here? You got dropped off by your grandfather, is that what happened?
Yeah, he dropped us off, and then I went into my mom's room, and I told her that we basically like went to her dad's house or my grandpa's house for like a couple hours, and she got mad and she screamed at me, and she said that if I wanted to leave the house, I could leave, and that she's kicking me out. And I said okay, and then she wouldn't let me grab any of my belongings. And then when I tried to walk out with my phone, she tried to grab my phone. I told her she doesn't have the right to grab my phone because she was drunk when she made that decision, and she took me until I gave it to her.
Where were you at when she choked you? On the patio? Okay. How did she choke you?
She went like this, and she wouldn't let go until I gave her my phone.
Were you able to breathe during that time? No. Did you pass out? Black out? You did. You said you did or didn't pass out?
I almost did. I fell on the floor. I was still conscious, but I fell on the floor. So we walked up to our house, and our mom was still drunk or whatever, and she still is, but she was sleeping, and we woke her up and we told her what happened and that we were over there for about 3 hours. And then she got all mad at us. She was like, "You're throwing me under the bus, blah 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 blah." And then she said something about she was gonna kill the dog.
The girl in yellow again confirmed that their mother had tried to choke her sister, Jada. She also mentioned that her mother had slapped her in the face. Threatening to kill the dog was a huge red flag as well, and the officer then proceeded to take everyone's identification information before going back to speak to the mother again.
You want to speak with me back on the porch?
No, he's on the phone with my husband.
Okay. Well, I just need to
My
talk.
legal husband. So my husband has rights before my dad.
Okay. So.
No, I don't need to go on the porch. I'm waiting for him to get off the phone with my husband.
Okay.
We're still married. We've been married for 15 years.
So what happened when your daughters got back home? Because they left there at the grandfather, then they came back. What happened?
I don't know why the they went to him at all, because they don't. The only reason they went is because they wanted the money for their birthday.
So when they came back, what happened?
Nothing. They told me what happened. They told me, hey, I walked all the way there, Papa did this. It's not the right reason for a kid to go and see a grandparent. It's not the only reason that. This is actually the only reason they see him.
Okay, my
Okay.
goodness.
Did you get into an argument with them when you came back? When they got back here?
No, not an argument. Like a conversation. Yes.
Okay. What happened during that conversation? What was it about?
Nothing. I sat on my bed. They sat in the chair. They were counting us in my room, and I asked them why they had to go to Papa just to get money. It's not right. I'm not that kind of person.
Either this woman is lying, delusional, or her kids told her a false story about why they went to their grandfather's house to appease her. In her drunken state, the woman began ranting angrily about both her husband and father, leaving the officer with no real statement from her about the incident.
I would definitely say for the one at the booth. I mean, the other one, as far as the slapping part,
Give us 1 minute of that. You can't, yeah, because if she's, even if she was over her sister, she's, I mean, oof.
My kids don't even like your
To bring him home, the victim.
11 o'clock. 10 o'clock is when I got there. So, and when I asked him, I said, "Where you at?" "Oh, I'm gonna come to you, Dad." And he comes from a different direction twice. Like
want you to lie to me about where you're staying.
While speaking with the victim, the male officer learned that the physical abuse was far more serious than his father just throwing a cup at his head. The victim confessed that his father had tried to choke him, as well as hit him in the head while they were in the car on the way home from his girlfriend's house.
And then I get inside and I get on the game with my cousin, and I'm telling him what the just happened. And my dad walked in. I didn't hear him, so I brought his cell, and I was telling him what happened.
I'm trying to make sure that my
And
mic
my
is
dad
hearable.
walked
I
inside,
don't know
I
if my
was
mic
like,
is able to be heard.
still talking about
I just realized that my noise suppression was like all the way up,
and
so I
ain't
apologize
sick,
for
so I'm
that,
telling
guys.
the truth, bro. I ain't
But
seen
yeah,
you over here beating my ass for nothing, bro. And then
I don't know if you guys even heard me in the beginning because my noise suppression was all the way up. But yeah,
I want to just go, bro. And then you got mad as over that and said that I take this does for me.
that's crazy.
Until the female officer.
Okay, so I'm not even really paying attention to this. So let's just watch this.
Your business tech should be easy.
Oh my
fast and
goodness,
intuitive,
business truck should be
and
easy.
built to
Blah blah
work
blah
the
blah
way
blah
humans
blah
do.
blah blah blah. Ooh. Ooh.
You can't be violent? I'm gonna make you so angry at me, you're gonna be violent at everybody. Got me?
Correct.
I'm not in the right spot. I'm not in
What is happening? Why is she crawling on the ground? Okay, hold on.
She wanted my children and family.
To get her 15-year-old daughter involved in a activity
What?
with him.
My name is Barbara. I work with
No,
Children and
no,
Families. And Officer
no.
Vasquez is here from your visitor home. My job is to speak with the children and the family. It's not home, so with officer's presence, so long as we don't enter the home, I can ask you questions.
She has a boyfriend, and I was going to go spend the night over there. She wanted me to.
Over there where?
To his house.
Now you normally go spend the night at his house?
No, that was. I saw text messages between her and him. And
so you've seen his messages?
Their messages.
You've seen their messages?
It's like just because she's not good with like technology and stuff.
Okay.
And like I guess sometimes when I just have it, like I got curious because she tells me a lot of times that like he said this and that about me, and so. And I seen like I looked over her shoulder sometimes and seen like him say weird things.
Apparently, the man wanted to buy the girl new underwear and have sex with her to
Okay.
That's because they use my name. She said like a lot of weird things, and like I seen like just a lot of weird questions.
Like what?
Like our chat.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Pictures of her.
Okay. When are the police going to arrest her? Please, just arrest her already.
I got other people coming, okay? Yes, ma'am.
You did everything wrong, woman.
I'll take care of all that for you. Let me get you situated first. We're gonna slow down a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
Okay?
do you guys see my little
Where's your
crown?
daughter
I have
at
a
right
little
now?
crown on my head.
She's in
It's so cool.
Okay, so they did take her?
Yeah.
Oh.
I made
Just
it.
lean up against your car. I'm gonna
Technically,
wait for
I bought
another
the
partner to get
picture,
here.
or
We'll take care of getting
I
your car
bought
parked,
the
so we don't need to tow your
picture
car,
of
okay?
it, and then I added it to
I'm
my,
not saying you
my
are.
avatar.
That's not my job, okay?
And
My
then
job is
I
detective
colored
says that
it.
you're under arrest. I need to go find you, okay?
Okay.
And I did
I
make
was
it a
gonna
little
surrender
bigger.
either way.
Let's see what. All right,
I'm gonna
we don't need to do that. That's fine. Just lean up against your car.
Will I lose everything?
No, I don't know. Just.
Oh my goodness.
You can leave it there. I think it'll be
You're not concerned with cars getting broken into. They like to steal, so that's not a good
Keep
idea.
it in there.
That's
and then
fine.
what about my dog?
Do you have a family member locally? No.
Leave him in there because then I'll be animal.
Yeah, we'll work on that next.
So the only other thing I have is my purse as well.
We'll put everything in the house. So your purse.
Don't need money.
No, don't need any of that stuff.
The suspect was complying well enough with the officer, but she seemed more concerned about her physical belongings than her daughter's safety.
Do you want to bring your phone
Yeah,
with you? So at some
so
point
far she hasn't mentioned her daughter at all, which is very concerning.
Okay, we're not doing any investigating. We're not going to question you, so we don't need an attorney because it is what it is. So you're just going to go to jail. We're not questioning you about the crime or anything like that, so you don't need an attorney.
The suspect told officers that she was only trying to lure her boyfriend into confessing that he was sexually interested in children.
All right, so we already
Using her own daughter.
Okay. purse is gonna go in the house.
Using her own
No,
freaking daughter.
All I talked to Mooney
This
this morning. and all
woman
he said
is
just 15.
insane. They don't need the
phone. Okay. So.
If you think that, call the cops. Have them investigate him.
They're not gonna let you starve in there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm on the board of directors.
You are?
Treasurer.
Okay.
My name's Mike.
As long as she gives you permission, then I'm okay with it because it's her apartment. I can't do it. So if she's saying you have access to her apartment to take care of her dog, then.
Well, I don't want her dog to.
The other alternative is that we call animal control, and animal control takes the dog until she's.
Well, I live right in this building over here.
I need the reading glasses. That's the only concern.
Reading glasses? Where are your reading glasses?
They're in my purse.
Oh, the reading glasses are in your purse. Do one of you three want to go up there with me?
I'll go back up there and grab the purse and bring this stuff
But-
up there.
Grab the purse. Then what's the bag that they just put on the cop car? Like they literally just they put a bag on the car though.
No. Okay, I'm gonna wear it.
What was that bag?
I
I don't know. It's not there.
My hair is pretty. I don't mess up.
Oh.
This vain woman showed her true colors by treating the officers as if they were her personal servants. With the screenshots as evidence, she probably wanted to make sure she had her attorney's card with her.
Okay, so he's going to escort me up there.
And I'll put you in my car.
Oh no.
Dual conduct sharing. On December 17th, 2023, officers were
December
dispatched
17th.
to an ice skating rink.
No.
Apparently, a mother who was
Oh, it's
obviously
this woman.
intoxicated was
Oh, my
attempting to
goodness.
leave with her daughter.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, her daughter's like 5 years old.
To you.
No.
Do you have? So we're gonna have the fire department come check you out.
Okay.
Is there someone that can come
Oh,
pick you and your daughter up?
Yes, I'm fine. Like, please don't do this, man.
Nobody's doing. We're not doing anything to you.
She probably wouldn't even made it out of that parking lot. She would have crashed into that car in front of her.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
Let's not. Yeah. Let's not turn this into something that doesn't need to be.
Okay.
Oh. Something must have happened.
So,
That's so sad.
Let's go back to your name. You said your first name is.
My name is Eva.
Okay, EVA.
Eva.
That's right.
What happened to your daughter's chin?
What?
What happened
Wait,
to your
what?
daughter's nose and chin?
She keeps wiping it. She keeps, like, wiping her tongue.
The officers, concerned for the safety of Eva and the child, moved the scene away from the car. Officers also hoped that with a change of scenery, they would get more cooperative answers from the woman.
So what's going on today?
Nothing.
Okay. What are you guys doing over here? Watching a game or what's going on?
We're having, like, my girl is having an ice game.
Ice skating?
Ice skating. She's
Okay.
going ice skating.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay. What's her name? What's
Like keys. Like,
What's your social security number?
Social security number. I don't know why they asked that. Like, I kind of know my social security number, but I have no clue. Like, if someone were to ask me, I'd be like, huh? I don't know numbers. Like, I might have been good at math, but
I have anxiety.
I can't remember everything.
Okay, I understand that. If you were being arrested, you'd already be arrested.
I have anxiety.
I understand. Do you not have your driver's license with you?
Yeah, I do.
Where's that at?
It's in the car. I just have anxiety. What's going on?
It seems like the officer's attempt to identify her sent Eva into an anxiety attack.
Why
Even
don't
in
they
her impaired
speak
state,
to the
she was convinced
child?
she could care for her child.
Like, the child, I would expect a child that seems around the age of 5, maybe, would be able to speak a little bit, at least know her name.
Why? Who else is going to take care of the child?
Why wouldn't she want them to call her husband?
Not in any condition. You cannot.
Yeah, yes, I am.
No, you're not.
We need somebody who can come over here and help you.
No, please don't do this. Please don't do this.
Maybe
Please
something happened
follow
with her
me, like,
husband?
I have condition.
No.
How do you know?
But what's your husband's name?
No.
Okay, is no one gonna question why she doesn't want her husband there? Like, you have to at least question that, right? Because it's very strange that she's like over here like crying even more about them calling her husband. Either she's afraid of him because she's he's like abusive, or she doesn't want him to know that she went out with the child while drunk.
I'm okay.
Those are your two options.
No, you're not gonna do this to me.
All right. If we're gonna call DCF if you don't give us a number.
No.
Absolutely, we are.
No.
Soon enough, the fire department arrived to give Eva an evaluation. When they arrived, though, Eva saw them as her saving grace and started demanding them to let her go.
I'm fine.
Definitely needs an
Can you come and talk to me?
Why don't you do me a favor?
No. Please do me a favor. Your partner talked to you how I should be evaluated.
Oh.
This is not how it's gonna work.
Her child.
I'm okay.
Okay, so even though her child seems by height to be around the age of 5 years old, from that noise I heard from the child, it seems as though that child is underdeveloped, like mentally underdeveloped, which is how a lot of children are nowadays.
But she was not in her right mind to cooperate and began to throw
Because
a
like the child made like
tantrum.
a little like whine noise, like trying to speak or something like that.
Police officers don't think it's fine. That's the problem I'm having. No! Stop!
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. I feel so bad for her.
You're just gonna get you help. We're just trying to get. Stop resisting.
Okay, it's not that, well, yeah, she is kind of resisting, but she's also drunk and doesn't necessarily understand.
You're gonna get a felony. You will get a felony if you keep doing here. You will get a felony.
Like, they're gonna charge her for being under the influence and not understanding what's happening.
You are irresponsible.
Like, all she knows is that she's being strapped down to a bed and her daughter is being taken away from her. That's all she understands at this moment.
The officers and paramedics were able to successfully strap Eva onto the stretcher. When she lost her temper yet again, she began an angry tirade against the police officers.
Oh, they didn't even strap her down.
We started trying to care for her.
No! Police officer! You're not listening.
Yes.
No! Stop! Daughter! Give me my daughter back!
No, I can stand it. Did she hit you at all?
My arm, but I think because I was trying to grab her, she started getting out of the frame.
I got you.
I'm not crazy. No! I hate you! I hate you!
Paramedics attempted to treat her in the ambulance. Eva continued to scream and kick until she was sedated. The officers started their investigation in an attempt.
All right. There's the keys. You're the registered owner of the vehicle, right? That's correct, sir. Yep. All right. So.
Oh, that's the
today,
dad.
she was found trying to get into the car, opening the car really suddenly on your daughter's face.
Whoa.
That was when people decided that they needed to, see what was going on.
Okay.
She was severely stumbling, had a really bad slur in her speech.
Jesus.
So she was, and had urinated on herself.
Yeah, she's been AA before. She goes AA and she's had a problem in the past.
Okay.
I was not aware if that was. It was really easy to hide.
Yeah, and the car smells like alcohol. I couldn't find any other substances in there. We were just trying to make sure if there was anything else, we could make sure that they know so they can get her the help that she needs.
Okay.
Whenever we tried to confront her, she started to freak out. She started gripping your daughter really tightly, so we got afraid for the way that she was acting, that she was going to hurt herself or your daughter, so we had to place her in custody, put her under a Marchman Act.
A Marchman Act is a civil procedure that allows officers to place an intoxicated individual with a history of substance abuse into a hospital for mandatory care.
But they don't know if she has a
72
history of
hours,
substance
where the person
abuse.
is allowed to sober up and is subsequently released.
Oh, okay. Wait. Then why couldn't that other woman be put in the Marchman Act? Because remember the mom who was like super drunk and yelling at the neighbor and her kid and stuff, and the kid was saying that she was like being whatever. Like, why couldn't they have done that to the mom? Like, did they genuinely not have that in that city or state, whatever?
If you find anything that seems...
Because I noticed you guys were, like, the car was open when I first...
Yes, I was trying to look, like I said, the car smelled like... I was trying to see if there was any other substances, because normally when you act like that, it's not just...
Where else could it be?
I do not know. That's why we were looking, just to make sure it was, trying for her safety.
Does she prescribe anything?
Fine enough. Can I get my report number?
She was recently.
Like any kind of narcotic
She
stuff?
told me it was like vitamin D, but then yesterday she went to pick up some other prescription. She didn't tell me what it was.
Do you know the name or no?
No, she never told me the name.
In pill form, injectable form?
She never even showed it to me.
Okay.
She just picked it up yesterday, supposedly.
Oh,
that's my name. My badge
that's
number,
not
and this
a
is the
good
report number
sign.
for the report that
He
I got.
just said that she
Eva
picked up
was
some
charged with one count of child
unknown
neglect, not resulting in
medication.
bodily harm, as well as resisting arrest.
Which, if the officers looked into that, that could have been bad
On
for
December
her,
26th, 2022,
because
officers were dispatched to a
you never
residence
know what it
concerning
could
a
have been.
report of a father, 10-year-old and 14-year-old sons. When they arrived, they were greeted by the older child and his mother.
Hello, how you doing, ma'am?
Okay.
Officer Martinez, St. Cloud Police Department.
What's happening
Okay.
here?
His mom.
All right.
He doesn't have any shoes. Can he sit in the car?
In the car?
Are you sure? He's just cool.
Okay. All right, what seems to be the issue today?
So, my dad.
All right, question. Do you live with her?
Half the time.
We're 50-50 custody.
Okay.
She's my mom.
I don't have to.
Sorry?
I can sit in the car.
Biological dad?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But, so.
Well,
he
obviously,
was
why
just-
would
we
a
were just playing,
non-biological dad have
video
50-50
game, and
custody?
I beat him, and then so he started playing again against some like a CPU, and then he lost and he got mad because I don't remember what it was. My brother had said something, and then he started him and stuff, being him.
Over
And
a video
Your
game?
brother?
Yeah, and like tackling him, and then
How old is your brother?
9 and 10.
10?
Yeah, and then
Where's your brother now?
he's in the house still.
Okay.
And then he said, "You're next." And then I tackled him away, and I got to the door and I ran.
You have the video you said?
Yeah,
There's this video?
Yeah.
Video of what? Him, your brother?
I think so. I tried to get some.
Okay.
The children's mother explained that the order
Oh my goodness.
Every weekend. I'm serious. Because you're losing out on opportunities, are you not?
Yeah.
Are you? Do you want me to beat your No. Are you gonna handle it yourself? It's not like you gonna handle it? Yeah. Prove it, motherfucker! And then you have one chance to make a tackle at the national championships. And what you do? You the out.
Oh,
Did you
she
not?
slapped him.
You want to be an athlete?
Yes,
Or do you want to be a scholar?
an athlete.
Then why
Over.
You gonna be violent? I'm gonna make you so angry at
Oh
me.
my
You're
god.
gonna be
He's one of those
violent.
people who are like, oh, I'm just trying to toughen him up because he needs to be a man. My goodness.
It seems like his father was trying to teach his son to be violent toward others.
You think your teammates get treated like I just treated you? Yeah. Hell yeah, you've seen it, haven't you? How's the MJ get treated after he has a bad practice? You see this dad pulling behind his vehicle? What's he do to him? Beats the living out of him, doesn't he?
Okay, so he just said that a person's dad beats him behind a car after he does bad in a game.
Yes, I did.
Give me a heart. Come on. You're not that dude.
He's 10.
That was soft as
He's 10. You are a grown man.
me. Hit me. Hit me.
You want him to be tougher, take him to the gym, make him work out legitimately. Don't
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a
mentally
Wix website to
abuse
sell
him
them.
while telling him to hit you.
I'm Noah Rosen, founder and owner of Forged to Table Knives.
Okay.
Footage. They knew they had to take immediate action.
That's when you hit him?
That's it, yeah, I say. No, not first time.
All right, is your brother at the house now?
Yeah.
Where's this address at?
Do you want the idiot police loop?
Hey, so this is what I want you to do. Go follow me to the address, but stay a couple houses down, okay? What? Yeah, you doing? Do me a favor, step out of the house. All right. Well, what's going on today? What's what? All right, well, son called. Your son's with mom right now. Showed us a video. A video? Yes. You hitting your other child? I doubt that. Oh, it's on video. Okay. All right.
I'm fine. Yeah, he's fine. I saw the whole thing. He's fine. Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Oh my
What's your
goodness.
name?
Reichland?
Reichland?
Yes.
All right, you all right, buddy?
Yeah, huh?
You sure?
Oh.
Good, just look up at me, buddy. Okay, what were your dad doing? You and dad doing?
Well, he was trying to discipline me because I was,
Yeah, and then that's the thing. Parents convince kids that that stuff is discipline.
bad.
Sometimes,
Like,
abused
yeah, if you
victims are
do
gaslighted
something,
by
if
their
you do
abuser into
something
believing
worthy
that
of
they
discipline
are the
like that, then
problem.
it's
His
worthy
father's
of discipline
statement,
like that.
however,
But
is
if you're bad at a game, you shouldn't be disciplined. There is no reason to be disciplined because you're bad at a game. If it's fun for the child, let the child have fun. It's not about winning. It's not about being the best. It's about the child's fun.
Well, yeah. Why is that?
That's not disciplined.
He isn't injured?
No, he's not.
So slapping him in the face because he lost a video game and
That has nothing to do with what happened. That is his mom manipulating the situation.
It wasn't his mom.
We saw the video. It's because he lost a video game. He wasn't even playing a video game.
I was calling him a and smacking him in the face for not being in half rate was okay.
If I want to raise my kids how I want to raise them,
That's
if I don't
not
injure them,
how you raise your
what
kids.
does the Florida law say?
Well, it's capital punishment. It's not.
No, that is not true.
The video clearly shows the children's father violently beating the young boy. Not only this, but the man was also verbally and emotionally abusing them as well, which crosses the line for legal corporal punishment.
Okay, who else is here?
Who else is here?
Yes, sir.
Well, clearly me, my daughter, and my son.
It's nobody else.
There's nobody else here?
No.
My goodness, that daughter is wrapped around his finger.
Okay. Is there a reason why you haven't called us or reported him missing?
Because he told me he was going to his mom's.
Okay. Where's his mom?
And he's a teenager.
He's 14. He is 14. It is the middle of the night.
Well, I can't do anything about that.
Yes, you
I'm aware of that.
can.
My lawyer, I've contacted my lawyer since he left.
Okay.
He said, you have to let him go.
So you have no parental rights in controlling your son. You have to let him walk out.
That makes no sense.
yes.
That makes no sense. He has
According to family court
50-50.
law.
It's 50-50
I
custody.
don't know what lawyer
You guys aren't involved in that. I know that.
That
Okay, I don't know
lawyer
what
sounds
lawyer you have.
insane.
But you guys aren't
If the
involved
kid is not
to step
18,
into
then
custodial
he
issues.
If
has
your child leaves in the
authority
middle
over
of the
that
night and It's
child.
45 degrees out. And you don't know how long
Exactly,
he's been
and he
gone
has
for.
no
He's
shoes.
14 years old.
You
What do you want me? I cannot physically. If I would have physically controlled him to stay here, you guys would be arrested.
No, because that's
Yes, you
no,
would.
because
No,
that's
you
being a
would have.
parent. That's being an
That's
actual
a legal
parent.
restraint of a minor.
No, because that is your
his
son.
parent. That is
No, we don't have a marital
Okay,
agreement
so
yet. We're
it's
still
okay
in
for
court.
him to do whatever he wants
I
with
called
his
my
kids
lawyer.
that are
He said
under
you cannot physically
13,
restrain him.
but
despicable
his kids that
man
are
has not only tried
teenagers,
to justify his
he can't do anything
discipline,
about.
but tried to manipulate the police into letting him off the hook. Luckily, the officers present were also parents.
Like he said, there's a certain extent when it comes to corporal punishment.
That's
right?
insane.
There's no such thing in Florida law.
Wow.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Oh,
The
he's a
internet-
Florida man.
No.
Oh my goodness. He can get away with everything and anything because he's a Florida man. Oh my goodness. And now they're over here jumping and screaming. My goodness.
You guys have to answer me that question.
What is the reasonable suspicion? They've been talking to you for like 10 minutes now.
What the Stop resisting. Look at what you're doing to my food.
You did that to your kids. You did even worse than that to your
What I'm doing to
kids.
my kids? What are you doing to detain me right now? Because what? I punished my kids under the Florida law?
That is
Are
not.
you kidding me?
Oh
As long
my
as I don't
goodness.
intend to injure my children in my punishment, that is my right.
You also did the
what?
fact that you're intoxicated and you're dealing with.
I'm intoxicated?
Yeah, I can smell coming from.
Yeah, I have.
As the officers tried to get the man situated in the back of the squad car, he continued his arrogant argument that he had done nothing wrong.
Nothing
Afterwards,
wrong.
they consulted
Wow.
the mother of the children to debrief and gain more context.
Okay, so
That's
he's going to go into
crazy.
jail this evening for resisting, along with child without great bodily harm. So he's going to have to see a judge due to it being domestic. He'll have no bond this evening. Once the judge speaks with him, that's when the judge will let him out. Okay. We're going to be contacting DCF, explaining to them what's going on. So I don't know if you need to go to the courthouse, get some kind of something rolling in place.
Wouldn't the courthouse be closed? It
Or
looks
maybe
like
you
the
get
middle of the night.
Temporary full-time custody until
I
you know,
just
he gets
need him to
things
stop
sorted out.
drinking.
No, and I understand.
Because he's a good. I just need him to stop drinking and put.
Oh, so he's drunk.
No, I understand.
Oh my
And like I said, I
goodness.
have a son myself, and
He's
that's
drunk
hard
as
to watch
well.
that video as well. You know, there's a difference that you know there's a line that
Yeah.
you know you can cross, and it was
Mhm.
you know definitely
There is a
crossed.
difference between
The
discipline
abusive
and
father
abuse.
was arrested and
Guys,
charged with
there is a
child
big
neglect, battery
difference.
by touch or strike, resisting arrest without violence, and child without great bodily.
And I tried to explain that to people online, but people online do not understand. People online think, oh, you can just put kids in a corner or put them in timeout or take away their toys and they'll behave. Or like sit them down and tell them, oh, you cannot do that. That's bad. And that every child will listen. Guys, I was a horrible child. So one time, me and a bunch of little kids that were way younger than me found this giant truck tire on the side of the road, and we rolled it down a hill and it almost hit a car dead on, to the point where the woman yelled at us and told us that she was going to call the cops. And I was like 7. I was 7 and a bunch of like 5-year-olds, and we rolled a giant truck tire down a hill, almost hitting a car, but there was literally no car coming towards that pathway until we rolled the tire down the hill. But luckily she saw it and swerved out of the way, but she still was like super mad and said that she was gonna call the cops. But I think maybe that they like didn't do much exactly. I don't know. But there was also a time where I broke a window of someone's house. Not purposely, but on accident, but I lied about it. I said that it was some other people, and then due to me saying it was other people, my mom went to that person's house and confronted them for saying that it was me, even though it was me. And that situation right there, me publicly humiliating my mother in front of all of our neighbors, I got disciplined so hard that day, to the point where I never did anything like that in my life. Like, even though me breaking the window was an accident, I chose to lie about it. I chose to lie about it, and I planned out my lie literally before I even lied to my mom about it. I was talking to my friends that were actually my friends and not the kids who were going to tell on me, like the kids who were going to tell on me went right away running to their parents' house and to the neighbors and were saying it super loudly that I just broke a window. And then my actual friends, they stood with me, and I was like, I'm just gonna say it's them, right? Yeah, like I can do that. That was their toy that I literally threw the window accidentally and shattered the window. And I was literally planning it out completely. I was like, oh, I could just lie. I'm just gonna lie. I'm gonna say it's them because it is their toy, right? So it's technically their fault. Like, it's their toy. It's not my toy. If it was my toy, then it would have been my fault. But since it's their toy, it's their fault. And I publicly humiliated my mom because she went over to their house and confronted their parents, being like, your kids are lying. And I know my kid would never lie because she didn't know that I was at the stage of very much so lying, which was around like 7 years old. And it was she was upset. She was very upset. Very upset that she disciplined me so hard that I have never in my life done anything like that since that day. And that is discipline. Constantly doing something over and over again just because a kid upsets you is not discipline. She did that once. I never did anything like that again, so she never did that again. That is not abuse. That is discipline. But when I tried to explain that to people, they were like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. That should have never happened to me. You. Excuse you? I could have gone to jail for that. I could have gone to juvie. That was an empty house, by the way, too. So the only reason I wasn't charged, or my mom wasn't charged, was because that was an empty house. Well, my mom probably had to pay the bill to fix the window, but the only reason why the police didn't come after me or my mom was because that was an empty house. If it was not an empty house, then someone would have been getting in trouble way more than just having to pay for a window to be fixed. So it's like, it annoys me the fact that people say that, oh, I shouldn't have been raised that way, I shouldn't have been disciplined that way, that's not discipline, that's abuse. No. You don't understand what type of child I was, because you over here think children are all sunshine and rainbows. That depends on the situations around them. I was surrounded by horrible kids who did horrible things, but since they were all under the age of 5, they got away with those things. Since I was older, since I was almost 10 years old, I was like 7 years old, 8 years old, since I was around that age, and they were all like 5, seemed like toddlers pretty much, but walked around as if they were 12 years old, because I don't even understand it, guys. The 5-year-olds where I lived as a child were insane. They acted like they were teenagers. But yeah, no. I was horrible to people, and it wasn't because of how I was raised. As a child, from the ages of 7 to around 12, I would hit, punch, kick, and bite people. And I was never punched, kicked, or bitten by anyone. I just did that out of anger and out of not wanting to be around people. And that was my own whatever. I don't even know what was wrong with me. Stuff was wrong with me, which is why I needed to be disciplined the way I was. It's not, oh, I needed to be sit down in a corner and told it was wrong. I was told it was wrong. I was told not to do that even before I was getting physically disciplined. I was told that stuff. I was told I shouldn't be doing that. I was told that's wrong. And I never stopped. I did not stop. I continued doing it until the day that it got to the point where I was disciplined. But yeah, sorry, I had gotten a text message from my mom. But yeah, no. And if the thing is, people are more harder on boys than anyone else. Boys and girls, everyone is more harder on boys than they are girls, especially nowadays. It's either they don't care about what happens with the boys, or they're like, you need to be like this, you need to be like this. There's no specific, oh, you just live your childhood, you don't have to act a certain way or be tough or whatever like that. No, if you're a boy, you have to be tough. You have to be able to stand up to bullies or be a bully, because if not, then you're not a guy. Or if not, you can't grow up to be a man. And then for the girls, it's just like, oh, you have to just, like, you're supposed to be nice, you're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be you're supposed to be helpful, you're not supposed to be mean, you're not supposed to be violent, you're not supposed to be hurtful. If you hurt people's feelings, then that affects them. But obviously, guys, it's like, if you hurt someone's feelings, it's funny, right? That's how guys are raised. But like, there was something genuinely wrong with me as a child, which is why me being disciplined was good for me. Because if I wasn't, I would probably be one of the most violent people ever, unless I was able to find God on my own throughout not being disciplined. Because without God, I know a lot of things would be way worse in my life. But well, kind of worse, but still, if I was never disciplined, I would probably be with the worst friend group right now. I would probably would have been like a full-blown bully, would have been trying to hang out with the popular girls, trying to do everything they did and all that stuff. Because I would have just been like, oh, don't do that. I would have been, because if my mom was the like soft parent or whatever it's called, I would have been told, oh, don't do that, that's not okay, you can't be doing that, don't do that, no, please don't, you're hurting my heart, don't do that. Because that's how people are nowadays. It's either you're like that, or people see you as a monster. But yeah,
bodily harm. On January 14th, 2024, Clearwater police received a call from a
I think
son
this is the
who
person
reported that
who
his
was
mother
crawling
was
on the
trying
floor.
to drive back to her hotel after drinking too much at a restaurant.
Clearwater Police, this is Bree. Okay, you're at the Columbia restaurant. What's going on there?
Yes, my mother needs to not be driving her car. It's a silver SUV with kayak holders on top. She is pulling out and trying to drive off. She is extremely intoxicated.
This is your mother?
Yes.
Okay. Is she leaving now in the vehicle?
She just stepped out of the car.
Okay.
Yes, she was trying to drive off.
And where is your mother now? Is she driven off yet?
She's still in the driver's seat in the car in front of me. Hopefully just nagging at my dad instead of trying to drive off.
Soon after the call was placed, officers from the Clearwater Police Department
people
arrived
need
on
to
the
stay
scene.
away from alcohol.
How are you?
I'm great.
People really need to stay away from
What's
alcohol.
going on today?
Like, do you guys see this? Alcohol is the issue, guys.
Is there anybody else in the car with you? Your husband? Okay. Is your son around here?
He's over there.
He's the one on the phone? Okay. So, ma'am, just so you know.
Struggling to get started on your book?
Oh my goodness.
Meet Squibbler,
I don't
the AI
have a
book
book.
writer that...
No? Somebody called and said that you were intoxicated while behind the wheel of the vehicle. So I just want to make sure everything's okay. Is everything okay?
I'm worried about him, actually.
You're worried about him? Okay. Were you drinking?
I had a drink.
You had a
Why?
drink?
Wait, let's be real.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Is your husband drink also?
More me.
More you than him?
No. You misheard that.
You
What's
said
your
more.
name? Fidelis?
Yes.
You misheard that.
She said
Misheard
more
what?
me.
You saying more you?
No! That's twice you misheard that.
She said more me.
May I please have your driver's license?
Am I driving?
As soon as the officer arrived, the woman became combative. She did admit to having
She
a drink,
literally
but her
said
slurred
more
speech
me.
and argumentative
So she was
nature
either
hinted
saying that
she
he's
likely
had more than
much more to
her,
drink
or
than she
she's had
admitted.
more than him.
You're not in charge here. I want you to understand that. That's the number one thing you should understand.
I
okay?
understand.
As nice as I am,
Fidelis.
as nice as I am, as
And you can
professional,
address me as Dr. Brightman.
I don't care.
Dr. Brightman.
Doctor
Anybody
or
but
not.
yourself.
I want your driver's license.
Oh my God.
Listen, don't get behind the
No.
vehicle. Where's your ID?
My license.
Where is it? Where is it?
Can I get it or not?
I want to know where it is first.
It's in my purse.
Wonderful. Where's your purse at?
It's in the car.
Where? In...
You asked for my car. I gave you my license number.
Come over here and have a seat in the curb for me, okay?
Oh, sure, dude.
Oh,
ma'am.
because they asked her
Oh
to
my
sit down on the
Just have
curb.
a seat there for him. How you doing, sir?
Oh, God.
Ma'am, just have a seat.
Then he won't let me go with my car to get my license. He wants my license. I told him my driver's license number. He don't want it. I'm
She
doing
knows her
everything he
driver's
asks.
license number?
Both of them.
How does she know her driver's
Were you
license
guys drinking
number?
a little bit today? Sir?
Yes, sir. We were in.
Both of you were?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Somebody was concerned that she was driving while intoxicated, so we're just making sure she's not.
Notice my hands. Notice.
What's wrong
my
with her hands?
Please don't shoot me. I already had a son, a nephew, by police.
Does she have any mental health issues, or she's just drunk?
Yeah, she's got
I know what semantics means.
Hmm?
she's taking pain medicine.
Pain medicine?
Judging from the man's slurred speech, he was just as intoxicated as his wife was.
Yeah, he's
As
just
one
not
officer
showing it as
continued
much.
searching for the woman's ID, another officer tried to get some information from her.
So, ma'am, where are you guys coming from?
Oh my
do
goodness,
you
I
mean?
bet if I were
From
to ever get
restaurant, right
drunk
here.
or even
Trying to
drink
go
at
back to
all,
my
that
hotel.
I'd end up like her
Here.
because I am
Where you
such
guys
an
from?
emotional person.
What
But
do
like
you
I've
mean
never
by where I
drinking
live?
anything in my life,
Hudson.
Hudson.
obviously,
from,
because I wouldn't do that.
Me too. Nice to meet
Like
you.
there is a drink that I would
I'm
want to
Dr.
try,
Brightman.
but that would
Okay,
be
I'm
like a
Sergeant McMullen.
one-time thing,
Have
maybe
a seat,
for my
please.
birthday.
Could you just please?
Why? What will you do to me if I
And
don't?
I definitely
I'm not
wouldn't get
doing anything.
drunk.
Oh my God.
Ma'am,
Not at all.
Because you keep walking away, I'm gonna tell you one more time to have a seat, or I'm gonna make you have a seat. You understand me? You understand? You do not tell us what to do. We tell you what to do.
Yes.
Do you
dude.
get that? Now get back over
She's
here
just
and have a
scooting
seat where I
me
told
away.
you to
I'm
have
not
a
in
seat.
the right spot.
Correct.
I'm not in the right spot. I'm not in the right spot, everybody.
Oh my
I'm on the ground
goodness.
crawling, but I'm not in the right spot.
Ma'am, you understand you're making this way worse for you.
McMullen,
What?
I'm doing everything wrong.
The woman, Dr. Brightman, was clearly an aggressive drunk, and it was only a matter of time before the situation would escalate. Another officer attempted to find the couple's son to get more information.
Sir, did you call? Okay. I'm Sergeant Fidelis. How are you today? Okay. So basically, you called us because you think she's intoxicated while she's gonna drive, right? Was there anything else? Did anything else happen besides that?
She's a dramatic individual.
Okay.
Getting emotional as the night goes on.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to go to the hotel.
It's night.
I was gonna drive, and then
She refused. She wanted to drive.
I'm scared. I am so scared. I've already had people in my family by the police. Not one, but two. I am scared of you. R. McMullen.
Could you please refer to me as Sergeant McMullen if you would like to be referred as Doctor?
Yes. Sergeant McMullen.
You know what mental health issue specific she has?
mental health, nothing really diagnosed.
Oh, okay.
Just lots of different medication. She's a guinea pig to a few different.
How many drinks did you guys witness her drinking at the while you guys were here?
Here, 4 or 5.
Like beer or hard liquor or what? Liquor.
According to both
What's
her
the
son
difference
and
between
her husband,
beer and
the
liquor?
drunk doctor had no history of mental health disorders, but Dr. Brightman was becoming increasingly unhinged.
What?
I didn't say that you did. I just
You
asked.
did say I had mental health problems. You did say that.
They were asking.
That's all.
Oh, okay. No. Question, answer, no.
Sir, I initially wanted to drive.
Oh my God.
Drive.
Oh my God.
So I should drive. Yes, I'm not under the influence.
She's so upset.
I'll stay here and let him.
Ma'am,
Oh,
please,
you're right.
please just face this way. If you could just scoot over a little bit, just so we're not
I'm sorry.
blocking the sidewalk
sorry.
for people.
Sorry, I'm scared. I've already had people in my
Oh
family.
my goodness.
Ma'am,
I do.
ma'am,
I don't trust any of you. My nephew was, my father was, all of them were by you cops. All I asked was to stand up. They told me no, and I begged them. And they
ma'am,
said yes.
if you could turn around and
Is
just
that a
face
lie?
us. Could you turn around and face
Is that an order?
Ma'am, I'm asking you
Is
to.
that an order?
Okay, if you would like to stand like that, that's fine.
Thank you.
You're just embarrassing yourself.
You need to chill, man. They're firing me up. No. Fire me up. Fire me up.
After
Oh my
causing
goodness,
a scene, Dr.
no.
Brightman decided to sprawl out on the sidewalk. Another very patient officer arrived to ask her some medical questions.
Okay, well at least they're all patient with her.
Okay. Do you wear prescription glasses or contacts?
Yes.
Okay. So what I like to do is I like to perform an eye exam. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. You can either remain sitting or you can stand. It's whatever you're more comfortable with.
I'm not comfortable at all, sir.
Okay.
Oh my
Can all of them go away?
Yeah. They can back off. Right now I'm conducting a DUI investigation.
Sure.
Okay. The field sobriety exercises which I'm performing are voluntary, okay?
This is not voluntary.
Okay. I can't force you to participate, okay? So all I'm asking for is your cooperation to rule out the possibility that you're impaired.
I'm not driving. I'm willing to go Uber. I don't understand the problem here.
But you were driving.
I was not.
Okay.
I was not.
So are you willing?
Did y'all pull me over on the street?
Ma'am.
Did you?
Ma'am, are you willing to perform these exercises for me? You can stand up, ma'am. I'm not asking you anymore. I'm telling you.
I'm asking, can I Uber back to my hotel?
Ma'am, you are
It's
under
way
arrest
too late
right
for
now,
that.
okay? Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. You are under arrest for DUI.
Why couldn't her son just drive him? Her.
Just relax.
I'm not even tired.
So the
All I want to do is get a Uber to a hotel.
Just relax.
Put this hand out.
Mom. You
What do you need?
No! I didn't even leave the restaurant. They're arresting me for DUI. I did not drive anywhere.
Ma'am, you're gonna get another
Oh
charge.
my
I asked for an Uber to the hotel. They refused. I asked for an Uber.
The officers walked
She's
Dr.
on
Brightman to the
vacation,
squad
too.
car.
That's
After
crazy.
searching her, they asked her if she would provide a breath sample to determine her blood alcohol content.
I am now
Oh,
requesting that
no.
you submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining its content. Will you take the test?
What
you
is she
refuse to answer me.
doing?
I
Lawful
understand
test
that.
your breath.
I understand that.
urine,
I was not
blood.
driving. I was
Don't
not
even
driving.
bother.
I was not
Don't
driving.
even bother
I was
because
not
she's,
driving.
it's
I
clear
was
that
not
she's playing
driving.
this game.
I was not driving.
I'm gonna restart.
I was not driving. I was.
35. You've been previously suspended or you've been previously fined under statute 327.35215 for refusal to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood. You'll be committing a misdemeanor in addition to other penalties.
You get
which will be
charged
imposed
for
by
not
law.
applying.
Refusal to submit to the
What?
test I've requested is admissible into
Okay,
evidence
so
in any criminal
wait,
proceeding.
wait. Did he not just say that that field sobriety test was optional, but now it's saying that if you don't go along with it, that's a misdemeanor? Oh my goodness. No, that was last year. I keep forgetting it's 2025. I thought it was 2024. I was like, oh my goodness, that happened earlier this year. But no, this happened in 2024 and it's 2025. That happened like a year ago.
Do you still refuse to take the test? Do you still refuse
I
to
don't
take the
understand
test?
anything I heard. I don't understand anything I heard.
The suspect was charged with DUI and resisting an officer without violence. In
Okay,
court,
well, at
her
least
charge
without
was reduced to reckless
without-
driving. She was found guilty of both charges
Okay.
and sentenced to 50 hours of community service.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Today, we
That's not
witnessed some
bad. That's
despicable
not bad.
parents doing unspeakable things.
That's not bad. That was alright. She didn't get charged for much. Okay, so this channel is The Untold Files. This is the channel. I'm not sure if they have a lot of videos because their channel. Oh wait, yeah, they do. They do have a lot of videos. Okay, so Untold Files. Untold Files. Their last video was 22 hours ago, and that's like an hour long. So we're not gonna watch that. But yeah. So that's all for this video. I am probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, that's it, guys. I'm going to be getting off. I'm probably gonna play a game or something. I don't know, but yeah, goodbye. God bless you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, great night, great afternoon, because it is afternoon for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye.